What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Today we got something very special in line. That is a first gameplay look from the showcase that just happened for Hogwarts Legacy. This is a game that I'm very excited about. I mean, we're waiting on it. We're still waiting on it. It got pushed back. Doesn't come out till February. However, it's looking really good. It's looking really good. It's looking to be what I'm hoping to be the next major MMO title, a game that you can just sink your teeth into for hours on end. I'm hoping that this game really lives up to the hype, but so far it looks really good. So we're going to check out some of the footage from the gameplay, and then we'll talk about it afterwards and what stood out to us, all that kind of thing. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and without further ado, let's jump in. Let's go, baby. Dude, I'm so excited. Dude, what if that was the collector's edition? I actually haven't seen if there is a collector's edition, so I don't know. I would assume that must have been it, right? I hope there's like character creation. I would spend hours doing that. Any sort of like character customization or just picking your house would probably take me half a day. Oh, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first Hogwarts Legacy gameplay stream. I'm Chandler Wood, Community Manager here at Avalanche Software, and we've got a lot of really exciting stuff to show you today. But before we get into showing you the game and gameplay, I have a few wonderful guests that I need to introduce you to.
Let's go.
First up, we have our community guest host. He brings you the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy content. He's the local Merlin conspiracy theorist.
Guilty as charged, yes.
One half of Expecto Go,
Yeah.
James Whitehead.
Thanks, Chandler. Yes, I'm James Whitehead of Expecto Go, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy content. And I am one half of Expecto Go, the other half, my wife Sue, represents that other half. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you, Avalanche Software, for inviting me. I cannot wait to go over this gameplay. I just got to say that.
Welcome, thank you.
Seems like everybody's excited.
And we've got two people from the studio, just two of the many people bringing this thing together, the magic of Hogwarts Legacy. Game director, Alan Tu.
Hello, everyone.
And senior environment artist and Hogwarts expert, Boston Madsen. So thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedules right now to sit down with us to help us show everybody gameplay. So what we're going to be showing you today, first, the character creator, because it's your legacy.
Yes.
And you have to create yourself when you get into to get into Hogwarts.
I want the character creator. I want to make
Hogwarts. So we're going to show you
the dopest character.
Then we're going to dive into a tour of Hogwarts, and it's just a small tour of Hogwarts, right? Because Hogwarts is huge. Hogwarts is really big. So we're going to be showing you a little bit, but it's still a lot. So, and finally, ending up with combat. A little taste of combat, a little taste of how all that works.
Okay. I think we kind of seen a little bit about combat, but
so
it'd be nice to have some of it
Again,
explained.
First and foremost, we need to get into this character creator. And James, with you here, we wanted to let you create this character. So Andrew, who is going to be doing all of our gameplay capture today, is going to be handing you the controller.
Oh my gosh. All right, I won't break anything. All right, so what are we looking at right here on this screen?
These are your presets. So like, other games, there's some initial settings that you can choose for your character that just kind of get them into like the ballpark of what you want to be, who you want to be, and what you want to change.
Oh man.
And then once you're in that ballpark, all the other tabs let you dial that in, be exactly who you want to be. It's our goal with this is to make sure that for anyone that fantasized about bringing themselves to the school for the very first time, that they feel like they have the options in order to represent who they are and
dude, I'm
essentially bring
definitely
themselves
trying to
Hogwarts
create
or
like
whatever character they want to bring to Hogwarts.
character that somewhat looks like
Oh
me.
my God.
I don't
and
know.
Options.
I don't know if that's
galore.
possible.
Do you mind if I try to put myself in here right quick?
It's all about you
Okay,
today.
okay. All right. So, okay, yeah, that's me. We're here. That's me right there. All right, so let's start one.
We're pretty close, but let's look at everything
Okay,
here. You
let's
know,
go over
play
here.
around with some of these options. Like really.
All right, so what are we looking at with this option over here with the tab? I see face stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of the different faces that you saw in the previous screen, all those faces are choices that you have here. So
That's pretty cool. You can do glasses
now
or no
you're just
glasses.
Getting into the details.
Probably
Yeah,
type of
face
glasses
shape
you can
and
have.
skin color, and then because we knew a lot of people going right in are going to want it right away, even though it's an option later in the game.
Yeah.
You can collect different types of glasses, put them on later. We give you some options right up front.
Oh, that's
if you want
dope.
to have glasses for your character.
I was gonna say, I
Oh,
wish you
man.
could.
Oh my
It'll be
gosh,
cool
look
if you
at
can
the
take them off
structure of
too,
the
like your
faces
glasses.
With this. Wow, you guys thought of guys. I like that. I don't think my face is that skinny, but I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go that route. And down here is this.
Those are your glasses
This
there. Yeah.
Oh, so we started. We could go Harry Potter. if you
Let's
want.
go, the Harry Potter glasses. Dude, I'm never taking those
man.
off.
And this is just
That's
some
it.
of the options, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so through the
moving
course of the
forward.
game, there's a lot of different options that you'll keep unlocking.
Okay.
So as part of kind of like gear for the character, there's lots of different classes. There's even masks. There's all kinds of things over the course of the game.
I like how it's all Victorian era, though.
I wonder if they're gonna do like holiday
That's a
events
good
and stuff
call.
like that.
Good call. Oh my gosh. All right. So now, we can go fleek on this one with the hair. Oh.
I spend a lot of time here just like dreaming about my different characters. And what
Oh
they're gonna
my
be like.
gosh, the pony. The thing I'm always amazed by whenever I see any aspects of Hogwarts Legacy's character creator is just the texture. And like you even adding the bounce with the hair moving around. Yo, that kind of looks like Hermione a little bit. I'm not even gonna just like fret. I'm not fretting. And we can just go, can I go like Tonks purple or green a little bit?
Absolutely.
Oh. Yo.
That's sick. That's
This is
sick.
so cool. Oh, I like that. That is cute. Oh, okay, so little behind the scenes. I used to have this type of hair like way back, but
was it purple?
I wanted silver tips, so that was the closest I got to any color. But oh my gosh, this is
That's actually
so
pretty
cool.
detailed.
So you literally can
Pretty
bring yourself,
detailed.
like.
All right, we're gonna move on. So it looks like you can do eyebrows,
This
you can
is
do-
so sick.
eye
Again, being
color.
more
So it's
subtle
pretty
here,
pretty
you know, really,
detailed.
like dialing in that face.
Kind of,
really. Yeah.
So it's a pretty detailed custom, character creator. Similarly, I think the most detailed I'd ever seen was probably within Elden Ring. So it seems like they've taken some bits from that and made a pretty detailed character creator. All those different
I feel like
eyebrows and stuff like that.
You and me both.
This is like I don't want to
Voice that you
force you guys to sit through 46 minutes of this with me. I'll probably post a link to like the full thing, but we're just gonna skip ahead and see some of the stuff that really points out or jumps out to us. So we have we got voice, different pitches for voice. You can select difficulty, name your character, dormitory, so you can choose if you're gonna be in the witch side or if you're gonna be on the wizard side. That's pretty cool.
To get into this without being worried about like, oh, do I need to be good at games? Like, no, just enjoy this game. It's
And I would put expecto and then go.
I wonder if this is gonna be a game where you can jump
and
in with
then,
other
whether
people.
you want to be witch or wizard.
Like obviously, I'm assuming there's
What do you
gonna be a
think? Character
story.
creator? We're good?
but-
I'm good. Let's explore Hogwarts and let's get into some.
All right, through the magic
All right.
for
Here
us
we go.
here, we are starting out. James, there you are. You're wearing the House Fanatic robes from the account linking.
Thank you. I do look good. And this is our first
Actually
look
looks
at the
kinda
Hufflepuff
clean.
Commons room, I'm assuming. I mean, dorm room.
dorm room,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is awesome. But Alan, what are we seeing right here with the UI? Because this is our first look.
Yeah. So right now we know there's been a lot of questions about the HUD because this is the first time we're showing it. So kind of going over it from right to left. On the bottom right is what we call our spell diamond.
Mhm.
So those are everything that you see in it are slottable spells. So we have over 20 slottable spells that you can earn over the course of the game.
Okay. Okay.
And that's where the player can place them and use them and access them
That's pretty
very
cool.
quickly. To the top left of that is you'll see the D-pad, and on the left is an eyeball, and on the right is a bit of a grid. So the eyeball is an example of one of not a slottable spell, but what we call an essential spell. There are certain spells that are used in very specific contexts or that we just want on the controller at all times. And Revelio is one of those. That's left on the D-pad. On the right on the D-pad is that grid represents where you might slot spells. And so right now, today, we're not going to be going into the spell slotting menu because we feel like there's a lot of spoilers there. You know, like what are all the spells and what can we do?
I would like spoilers, but I understand.
Interesting.
But we do want to make sure there's still some goodies left to share with everyone. And then on the left side, that thing that has the L1 button next to it, that's another thing where we don't want to spoil, but basically that's where you access your tool wheel. So there's a lot of magical tools that you're going to be kind of brewing and growing over the course of the game. And so that's where you would access them rapidly is our tool wheel.
Okay, cool.
There are a few things that I left off the table on the right. The green bar is your health, and basically there's a potion next to it. That's how you might heal.
Okay.
The bar above it, we're keeping a secret for now. I apologize. And all the way on the left is our mini map with a kind of overhead view of where you are currently in your common room that updates as you travel through Hogwarts and beyond out into the world.
Dude, I really hope there's like free roam in this game.
Aren't a huge fan of mini-maps because we know they exist. There's also options to remove the mini-map and turn on or off different elements of our HUD.
But really immerse yourself. And
we'll go more into the spells as we get into combat, but that's kind of that's what you're seeing there. And this is our HUD.
Also, Andrew's
looks kind of
a
good.
good look over here. I want to call out. I'm a big fan of the bedside tables in the dormitories. Very nice bedside tables.
They are nice bedside tables.
Yeah.
The honey-colored wood was mentioned in the writing. It's part of lore.
It's part of lore. There we go. All right.
Lore
So
in.
now we're walking
Lore
out.
confirmed. All right, let's see what else.
Out over.
This all
Every single house, just a little bit differently. You can customize that experience right away.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
Dude, look at that house.
So I mean, beautiful design. We could spend like the entire rest of the stream just in the common room here and talking about it, and I'm sure Boston and James could be like just geeking out over.
Dude, I cannot wait to go on quests
the details
and
come from J.K. Rowling's writings.
side quests
The
and
round doors, the
I hope there's an
hanging
in-game.
vines, even the dancing badgers on the
It's
fireplace.
got a real earthy vibe.
Yeah.
It's very, very earthy.
Which is like elements for each of the houses, right? Like
Hufflepuff is earth, Ravenclaw's air, Gryffindor is fire, and Slytherin is water. We
Wow.
really leaned into that for each common room.
Wow.
So if it feels earthy, we've got a little earthen passageway. That's what we were. Hopefully, it should feel very familiar.
Yeah.
Hufflepuff is kind of nice. They got a nice house though. Let's see if there's any other
I don't want
houses.
to leave, but we're gonna be leaving.
Just going to make use of one of our spells, Revelio.
Use Revelio right here because there's a little magic going
You
on.
notice a little something there. Yeah. So these are something that we kind of interchangeably call Revelio pages or lore pages. And you'll notice a bunch of things pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
You see that we got some XP for it.
Mhm.
And you can also see that we've advanced something called like a field guide challenge up in the corner.
It's kind of
So I
cool.
want to talk about that a little bit. So we had to ask ourselves, what?
Continue, I'm sorry. Continue.
There may be something you may or may not be able to tickle there.
Yeah.
But in our game, we had to answer the question, we're a late fifth year. What does that mean? How do we catch up to the other students?
Okay.
And so we have an answer to that question, and it's given to you by the staff. So there's something that we call the Wizard's Field Guide that's granted to you early on in the game. And the Wizard's Field Guide is how you actually work on catching up with the other students. So Andrew, if you hit pause for me up here, before we push forward a little bit, you can see in our pause menu, it's got this book theme.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
your
wow.
field guide, and you can see your
West
house kind of
Outpost.
crest
Right in the middle,
overlaid
yeah.
over it.
Okay.
Your
You can see that on
inventory,
your level as
talents,
well.
collections.
So the field guide has
Alright,
this
hold on.
magical property of looking out into the world around you. And the reason why it's on loan from the Ministry of Magic and the professors
So
have
cool.
granted it to you as a late fifth year student is because they want it to help you catch up to the other kids. And its magical
That's kinda
property
cool.
is
That
to
makes sense for the
discover
plot
different
and everything.
opportunities to learn and grow all around you. So the way it works is as you discover gameplay in the game, it actually recognizes that as a challenge, which is kind of
On the bottom.
locked into there.
Okay.
And Andrew, if you go in there, you'll see different types of challenges that are combat challenges, quest challenges, exploration challenges, and you can see field guide pages are on there as well.
Yeah.
So 1%. We unlock that one field guide page.
That entire category is one of the ways that the book itself kind of fills out into the school and spills out into the school and kind of hides itself.
Dude, I really like the UI, guys.
To do around the school.
I feel like there's something
going to interact with to.
There's something nice about it. It's clean.
Practice your spells, and so that thing that we just saw is not just a field guide challenge and a way to earn XP. It's also something that that players can use to learn about the school as they're traveling around. They spot these little secret facts, and they can kind of play a little bit of a game, discovering all of them. And there are over 100 field guide pages just in Hogwarts alone. So.
Little glimpse of the grand staircase here. We're not gonna.
That's pretty cool.
There, Andrew was teasing. That's the Great Hall over through those doors. Again, we're not going there. He's just kind of like, no.
Cool.
What a tease.
Here's another collectible page. You know, just again showing you like just these things around Hogwarts that you can do and pick up and.
That's a shot straight from the trailer too. Just that part right there. I recognize that.
We might be giving you a little fan service here with callbacks to those. So.
And this must be summertime, because I noticed these are the summertime windows. These windows will change with the seasons.
Yeah, the detail they put in this is kind of I get surprised by it all the time.
Oh, they'll change with the seasons. That'll be cool to see like snowflakes hitting the window.
Oh man.
Or like a rainy day or something. Dynamic weather.
Look at that.
This is where the students would normally kind of congregate, just to kind of chill
Like a
out.
courtyard?
Each other outside of the Great Hall before and after meals.
Guys, I hope we can. I'm assuming we're in the life of a student, so I would hope that we get a chance to
that it interconnects outside, inside.
Go to class and
on
stuff.
both sides of things, so you really get a sense of scope to how big this castle is.
And when you see things, like you'll notice a bridge over there. That's a place you can go to and cross. Like everything that you see is a place that you can visit.
Wow.
We put a lot of effort in making it feel really alive. Not just with student population, but even just the greenery and stuff. It's Scotland.
Yeah.
And this castle's been here for hundreds of years, so it just kind of the moss and all the trees.
Oh man, it looks so good.
Gosh.
That landscape, that
This
Scottish.
location might look a little familiar to you.
I thought I recognized it. I believe this is from the Spring ASMR, and yes, so that puzzle right there, that view, Andrew is taking us right back to
I am going to tell Andrew not to interact with that puzzle and to keep moving on.
No.
We can't spoil everything. We can't give you everything, right?
Hogwarts contains a lot of secrets.
Oh my God.
But
Wow.
this is this grand entryway right here coming down into a really kind of central area.
Yeah, we're coming upon the
This
central
school's
hall, and
massive
we
too.
point out the
I mean, I
greenhouse
guess it's to be
outside.
expected, but
We'll notice when we get down there that it's on the right.
This is a big hub of the school. Like it's a big castle, but it is designed so you shouldn't get very lost. This is kind of a grand central station.
I love that. I love
Each
that.
direction, it's green over there, so the greenhouse is over there. Transfiguration courtyard, the library straight ahead. So it's kind of
it feels so alive.
Oh my
a
God.
lot of the castle.
Even the color visually, you can just tell, okay, green,
Oh, green, go that
greenhouse.
way.
Oh my God.
A lot of it'll be subconscious, but it'll help you really learn the castle and feel like you know your way around.
That's not to say that it's easy to learn. All of us here still get pretty lost in it
It
on a
is a
daily
castle.
basis.
It
It's a
is.
castle.
Great point.
I love that Andrew's definitely teasing a lot of things here. I'm noticing he's swinging the camera this way and that.
Yeah.
Look at this courtyard.
Over there, that's just like, yeah, I know what
That
I'm doing.
statue
I know
is
what I'm
from the reveal trailer. There's that dragon. Oh my
This
God.
is another location where the students will gather, and just kind of chill out.
And an opportunity to talk to somebody, get a quest giver here.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black
Did she
couldn't
now?
be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Okay, so we get dialogue options. Or I guess, well, not really
Perhaps
dialogue
something's
options,
good.
more
I
just
hope
like
you do.
different
In fact,
answers.
I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
So those kind of side quests are really, it's a cool way to
That's kind of cool.
interact
All right, let's
with your
see what's
fellow
out. What else did
students,
they do?
with
The
People can be so
quests
cool.
and things and...
Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
The more quests. Let's see what action looks like.
Sounds
The data tower was one example, but no two hallways should look the same in Hogwarts. It has a lot of personality. Every hallway should be a little bit different, and that's mostly to help orient the player.
Right.
Help you not get lost.
Right.
But this is Hesperus Hall. That's a little nod from the Marauders, a name that came from the Marauders map. But every hallway will have a little bit of a different personality, and
That looks awesome.
I like that because
Yeah,
it
a
gives,
lot of
it does like
character.
Hogwarts has character. Hogwarts is its own character no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Feels just a little bit different.
Yeah.
a sentient castle full of magic for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of
And
grow
full
and
of,
develop. Oh, I heard something.
Yeah. Speaking of characters.
Speaking of magic, Mr. Magic himself.
My future
That's
Pokemon
awesome.
speaker.
You know, we talked about building on lore too. I know there's that statue over to the side.
Oh, yeah?
That's
Do you know who that is?
Lachlan the Lanky,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got his Bowtruckle friend. And I think if players don't know, there's another
Well,
Revelio
sorry.
page there.
Yeah, there's a map of Argyllshire. We know the fat lady hides
It
there.
hides behind it. That's right.
The third book. But sometimes a hallway has personality by how it looks, or we just passed a music hallway where the portraits have kind of taken it over, and so the sound makes it really unique.
All right, I gotta call this out here. I know there's been some criticism in the past that our trailers and our gameplay and what we've shown so far has not had enough owls. Okay, so
Yeah,
here
we're
we
the
are
owls.
at the owlry. We're looking directly at the owlry to show you all of the owls.
It's a lot of owls.
It's a lot of owls at the owlry.
I
all
love the
owls.
fog rolling down that.
Great callback. Great call.
I also love that as I one of my favorite things about just kind of going around on the outside of the school is that all those things that I see are places that I can go to, that I can visit. I just love that sensation
That's
knowing
so
that is
cool.
real.
That lovely Scottish countryside.
All right.
We're
I
kind
want
of
to see.
closing
I
out
want to see some
our
fighting.
mini tour of Hogwarts. All right, here you can select if you want to fight with somebody else, some
One
of
of
your
the other
classmates.
students.
Yeah.
But in this case, we're not. We want that action to feel a little more frantic towards you to really get you that sense of combat.
So
Ready to
apparently
get
you've
thrashed.
got quite the reputation because they've got you up against three people.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Off the jump.
So I can explain
Adept
this,
round.
just because I know people are going to go into it, but we can probably just kind of jump in. So you're not the only one that has Protego and the ability to deflect. The enemies do too, and we actually play with that when it comes to the spell casting. So you notice that there are different colored kind of shields around
Yeah.
the different characters, and you also notice that your spells have different colors on them. So to help players understand kind of like the function of their spells, we kind of put them into brackets. So there are damage spells, there are force spells.
Oh, okay.
there
Maybe
are,
like support spells and
the other
stuff.
one, all this control spells. And so those things for the player, they wind up also being a color indicator for which actual spell to use to break the different shields that enemies can use.
That's
That way it rewards kind of like that close
Right,
attention that
right.
you're paying
And we've-
on things.
We've got this paused here now, and you can kind of see all the elements on the screen, the halo around the avatar's head,
Yeah.
each of the different shields, to kind of give us a breakdown of what's
Give us
going
a breakdown of different things that you're saying.
Interesting.
So you notice at the top that we're kind of like calling out which enemy you currently have targeted and their level and health. And so, as you target different characters, you'll be able to get that breakdown.
Yeah.
The halo over your head, whenever an enemy is about to an attack, it's almost like you have a little bit of a sixth sense for those things that are coming. If you see the halo, it means there's an incoming attack, and if you tap the triangle button by default, then that you will be able to deflect that attack that comes in and off with
Yeah.
protect.
And I love that deflect where it goes off and like hits things up and kind of breaks things off walls too.
But also, if you hold the button, then it doesn't just deflect. It also deflects and turns around with a counter attack stupefy that actually stuns the enemy. And you can use that even in your combos and stuff. So if you're focused on a character, you know, and you're doing your thing, and someone else attacks you, you can actually turn that attack into a direct attack on the person that you're comboing.
Back into gameplay here. Andrew's gonna pretty handily finish these.
So that blue bar at the end must be like a special
pass,
attack
dude.
or ultimate or something.
It's like a dance.
Yeah, we really felt like in the movies, there's almost like a.
It's almost like fencing in a way.
Kind of like there's this element of kind of like fencing from a very great distance.
Yeah.
Good call.
And there are a lot of things that we had to do with our controls and combat system in order to kind of capitalize on that idea. That's pretty unique to the Wizarding World.
Understandable.
Well, perhaps you should try that next time. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round.
Today, but we will definitely be taking you in the future.
Oh my god.
A little glimpse at the scale of the castle back there. All right, so we're gonna wrap things up.
There's a whole
here,
world out
but,
there.
I hope you guys have enjoyed every.
Wow. Okay, guys, that is our look at Hogwarts Legacy, the first kind of gameplay reveal from the Hogwarts Legacy showcase that they just did today. And I gotta say, the game looks really good. I feel like there's so much that they're trying not to spoil in this showcase and this reveal, specifically so much that I think they want for the players to find themselves. But we did get a really nice look at Hogwarts itself. I feel like the school, at least from what I'm seeing, looks absolutely massive. They were touring for a while, and that's just the Hufflepuff. I'm curious if you'll be able to go into the Gryffindor side of things, Slytherin, you know, all the different houses, and kind of see how they're living over there, and just get a, you know, be able to like roam around and maybe do quests on those ends as well. And one thing that I didn't catch from the actual showcase was whether or not we were going to be able to do any free roam stuff. If we're gonna, like, is this gonna be an open world kind of experience once you're done with the story, or are you only gonna be confined with the story? Because if that's the case, then the next question becomes, is there an end game? What is the end game? What do you do after you complete the main quest or the main story, which I'm sure this game very much has. But those are questions I guess will hopefully be answered. I think the initial impression that people were getting, and I think it was confirmed a while ago, that there was going to be opportunities for co-op. There's going to be opportunities for us to be able to play with our friends and stuff. And I can anticipate that that's probably what will happen. It would be a really missed opportunity if you couldn't do any of that stuff and you're just confined to this whole, you know, single campaign experience. So I'm anticipating there's going to be stuff that they haven't shown yet in terms of like how to play with other people that we probably won't get to see until right before the game comes out. I'm sure they'll probably do another reveal sometime January, maybe early February, leading up to the game's release for, you know, other stuff that we haven't seen. And we still haven't seen, from what they show in the showcase, we still haven't seen what's outside of the Wizarding World. What other stuff will we be able to do outside of the school that will require us to use our broom and kind of travel and traverse the world? And what else can we get into? But I still have a lot of questions for this game, but just from the initial impressions, I really like the school. I like the design. I like the character customization. I think that's really cool. And I'm very much excited to just live and experience Hogwarts in this kind of ethereal, you know, kind of moment where I would have loved to have been in Hogwarts myself. And now I get to do that. I get to create my own character and go and do the world. I really hope that they take a page from there was another game that I played a while ago that I cannot remember the name of, but you can like go to school and stuff. Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. So you can like go to school and go to class and stuff like that. I really hope you can do that here. Maybe it's like an optional thing that you can do, but it'd be cool if you can go to class and really just immerse yourself in this world. But from the initial impressions, I think this game looks really good. I think it's a game that a lot of people are excited for. And I really hope that, you know, all in all, there's an end game. I hope there's big opportunities for us to co-op in a big world with active players who are also playing. I'd love to see lobbies that have, you know, I don't know, just ballpark up to like 60 players or whatever that are in this Hufflepuff as well. You can see real players going around and doing things with their characters. I think that's going to be really cool. But overall, like I said, this game looks awesome. It's one of the games that I'm most anticipating for next year, outside of like the new Breath of the Wild game, the Destiny expansion. There's so much I'm looking forward to next year, but this is definitely high on the list. So let me know what you guys think about the Hogwarts Legacy showcase. I know we skipped around a little bit. I didn't want to like bore you guys with watching the whole thing. Just wanted to kind of get the big pieces of it. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on this video as it greatly helps out. It really does mean a lot. And subscribe if you're new here. We're going to be doing a lot more talking about some of the games that are coming out next year, doing some coverage and just making fun videos and sharing memories together. So hopefully if you guys enjoy that, you like the vibe here, you're already in the right place, hit that sub button. And yeah, that's it for me. But I'm going to go, I think, watch this again to see what else I can learn about Hogwarts Legacy. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.